What's good, YouTube? We are back with a new video. As you can see in the background, I got my boy Jason back here. Today we about to do a little ride along in the Hellcat. It's his first time riding in the Hellcat. So
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea why I'm here. It's just randomly happening. Didn't tell me any of this stuff.
So what happened was, the reason why this came up was because when he came to my house, the first thing he said was, "What you doing in my car?" So that let me know
That is true.
that he needed to ride in the Hellcat. So this is what we about to do. We about to take him for a quick ride in the Hellcat, show him what the car can do, see if he like it, and then, you know, encourage him to go spend a life savings and buy one himself. So that's what we gonna do right now. Let's get in the car and let's get rolling.
I won't die.
All right, yeah, we in the car now. Definitely buckle up, safety first.
Say hello, Dre.
What's going on, y'all?
That's right. So we here. See what happens.
All right, so take a little quick ride around the neighborhood. You for real want one of these cars?
No, my son's always wanted one of these. I wanted a Lambo.
Okay.
And then that triggered him to want all these other supercars. I was like, hey, where are you getting all these ideas from? He's like, remember what you said? Oh, yeah, that's right. Plus, I took him to Scottsdale.
Oh, he got to see one.
Yeah. Took him to a show, and then he said they were all over the place.
Well, that makes sense. That's kind of how this came about for me. I seen one in person, and I decided that was it. I wanted one, and was no looking back. I didn't stop until I got one. Actually, I got this car on accident. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Accident?
yeah, it was literally an accident, man. We took the truck to get serviced, and we walked across the street to the Dodge dealership, and I had been there before, and I told the guy, like, yeah, one day I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get one, but I didn't think it was gonna be that day, truthfully. So we went in and we was looking around, and he showed me this car, and I was hooked. I was like, I gotta try it. So we went ahead and went through the approval process, came back, approved.
Because you had good credit.
Yeah, the credit was
Man, this is
was there.
You know what? I'm sorry. You're gonna have to say that all over again.
We live, bro. We live. You gotta be live and direct. You gotta be live and direct.
So here I am in my friend's car.
Yep.
This is Dre,
Subs up.
and we're in a Hellcat. And so what we're doing is, he was just talking to me about how somebody was telling him about getting a vehicle, and he got this one by accident. But
Man, so we lost the video. I hit the gas and the car fell off and everything. The whole camera fell off.
I'm still here.
He's still alive. That's crazy. Let me set this back up. All right, so I lost y'all for a second. We just pulled up to the light. I had to put the phone back up. This guy had to get out at the stoplight because he wanted to get the car on camera real quick.
Hey guys, when you're driving with your friends, always wear your seatbelt.
Yeah, you better put that seatbelt on.
Especially when you're driving with him. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you one of my experiences in life today, because, hey,
You on social media too?
it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, and we doing just some random stuff.
Turning up on a Tuesday.
Turning up on a Tuesday, driving reckless. You know,
But, oh, here we go.
we don't really have a lot of space, but
Pray for me. Pray for me. Please.
there will be no deaths today. Don't you worry. We got a Laker game to watch.
Oh my goodness.
At 6
Laker
o'clock.
game. That's right.
Yeah.
Laker game.
I just wanted to get this guy out here because, you know, I feel like he's been cooped up in the house for a while now. He needed some fun in his life. And what kind of, I mean, this is a fun car, so you just have fun in the car, you know?
That's right, that's right. I mean, look at this.
What's the fastest you ever been in a car?
The fastest I've been in a car has been like 120 miles an hour.
120.
Yes.
Well, we're not going to do that right now. But
well, we're not going to
just
break
say that
any.
ain't shit.
Right. We're not here to break any laws or anything.
Yeah.
But you know, I just wanted to say it's fun hanging out with people, having good connections. But hey, you guys stay safe, drive safe, wear your seatbelt.
Like we doing, we driving safe right now.
Have a good day. I have to show some kind of content.
Yeah, you know, we doing this for social media.
Wait a minute. Have you ever gone down? We're not.
There we go.
Okay. We're back.
So we had to take a quick little detour real fast and just kind of figure out what we was doing for a second, but
We got it.
we got it together.
Yes.
And I just wanted to ask you real quick, because I know you do credit solutions. Is that what it is?
Yes. I do
Fixed credit.
Financial solutions.
Financial solutions.
And
that's
credit
right.
repair, yes.
All
yes.
right. So tell the people a little bit about that.
Well, hello, my name is Jason, J Wolf Financial. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And what I do is I help people get excellent credit. And what I mean is excellent credit is an 850 score. So if you don't have an 850 and you're struggling to get there, contact me because I can help you with all kinds of things. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a few tips. If you have high balances on your credit cards, make sure that you lower those balances to where it is 35% or less usage on whatever the credit limit is. Also, if you're looking to just boost your score and you're trying to get approved for a loan, you just need a couple boosts, then ask somebody if they'll just add you as a user on their credit card. But make sure that that credit card also doesn't have a high balance, because that will still affect your credit as well.
So they can't just put you on the card
Right.
and build the credit. It's got to be at an acceptable balance too.
Right. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, most definitely. And let's see what else. Oh, if you have negative things on your credit, dispute them. 90% of everybody's credit is inaccurate.
90%.
90%.
So I need to dispute some things like ASAP.
Because here's what happens. A lot of times, they may not have the right address. They may not have your name misspelled. They may just have something on there that you don't even know is on there. I've disputed people's credit, and they were at a 700 score, and then next thing you know, they were just trying to get to the 850s. Next thing you know, they didn't realize a medical bill had been on there for 3 years. Boom.
That was all.
Yeah, that was it. That was all what needed to be off of there. So, medical, student loans, anything can help you with it all.
So if you have like a couple of things on your credit and you dispute it, how long does it take for it to come off?
As soon as it is removed off of your credit, it takes effect immediately. Usually, to dispute something, we have to allow 45 days for the disputes for this dispute process. So within that time, we have to make sure that everything is done legally. So they have their time to respond. We mail out the letters in the right amount of time, and everything is taken care of.
Cool.
Now, disputes do take time. So the minimum is like 90 days. But after that, you're rocking and rolling. New home, refinance your Hellcat.
That might be something for real to look into, because you know These Hellcats ain't cheap, I tell you. They definitely dig in your pockets when you get a Hellcat or any
vehicle.
luxury vehicle,
right.
or yeah, just a car in general.
Right.
If your credit ain't good, then them payments is high.
Right. Like my credit story was, I had it was an okay car. I'm embarrassed to say what it was.
Nah, you gotta tell the people. You gotta tell the people what
It was a
kind of car.
Toyota Echo, okay?
I remember that. The silver car? Yeah, I remember that.
So, here's what happened. I was driving to work one day. The tire went flat. Then that tire got changed. Then still on my way to work, the battery died. So I had to get a new battery. Then I was leaving work and my whole entire belt from the engine disintegrated, fell apart.
This is all in the same day?
All in the same day.
Yeah.
And guess what? I had a 560 credit score. So I was just like, man, what am I gonna do? So I had to get a car. I have a wife and kids, so I had to get a car. And unfortunately, I was paying close to $400 a month for something that most people would pay maybe $150 a month for it.
Wow.
Because my credit was terrible.
Right.
But I ran into this company, repaired my own credit. Now
You repaired your own credit?
repaired my own credit with my company.
Wow.
And that's why I'm like, if I can get mine done, you can get yours done.
Right. You hear that? You hear that? The man said it himself. He fixed his own credit. He can help you fix yours too.
Yeah, that's how my wife and I got into our house. We were able to, because where our credit was, we didn't have a down payment because we were eligible for a grant. The grant covered that, and we got money back when we closed on the house.
Wow. That's cool, man, because
I wish it was $100,000, but you know, whatever.
yeah, like I'm sure it's somebody watching
whatever.
this or that will watch this that wants a Hellcat or wants a house. Like we bought our house last June, and it was definitely a long process, but you realize when doing these things how important credit is.
Yes.
And so there probably is or will be somebody watching this video who's wondering how I got this car and all that, and how people get into houses and stuff like that. Well, now you hear it firsthand. You gotta have good credit.
Yep.
Either that or you gotta have a crazy down payment. Like for this car, you probably gotta drop like $10,000 to get in a car like this or something like that. But a house for sure. I know doing real estate that if your credit is not up to par, and even just being at par is like 600, somewhere between a 600 and a 640 is where they look at your credit.
650 to 7.
650 now? Well, see, there you go. Like the only reason I say 600 is because I had somebody before who got approved for an FHA loan, and they had a 620, but they also had to come out of pocket and they had to do a credit, or not a credit program, but they did a first-time home buyers program. It was a whole long thing that they had to do to get approved, but they were able to get approved with a 620. So, but with that being said, if you don't have a 620, you don't have to worry about that.
That's
right.
Right? That's right.
Yeah, so work on your credit, get your credit right,
Yes.
and then you don't have to worry about it or be in these situations.
That's right.
And save that money.
Yes.
Because if you don't save that
Saving,
money,
budgeting, not shopping. You know what I started doing? My wife will send me to the grocery store every now and then, right? So what I do is I get that big regular basket that everybody else gets.
right?
I ended up going to the store to get bread or sugar or whatever, and then coming out with steak, chicken, stuff I didn't even want or need.
I do that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that I budget better. So I got the smaller baskets that you could push around.
Yeah.
So I knew I'm not going to go outside of what I really needed to get, because when you see that big, huge basket, you're just like, oh, I could throw that in there. Oh, I could throw that in there.
True.
But this keeps me on my budget because I don't take home 25 things. I'll take home one extra thing.
Because you got the small cart,
right?
So you know better,
right? Because I'm not gonna be carrying stuff on my shoulder. I mean, you know, kind of buff.
You got you a little diesel. I see. You must have hit the gym today. Nah, that makes sense though, man. Because honestly, I've done that when I be in the grocery store, and I'll be like walking through the aisles and stuff, looking for something I went there for, and then next thing you know, I'm throwing in stuff that I don't need because it sounded good or because I got room in the cart or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes. My kids are calling. Hello.
So anyway, we get to our destination.
Yes,
and,
we here with everyone else.
Everybody else is on the road too, so
it's all right.
I mean, there's no. I could always open it up
On the way,
What'd you say the fastest you ever went was?
121. What was that?
Well, that, right? That we just did on that short little stretch.
Mm-hmm.
We can't tell the people what that was.
Oh, okay. It was really, really fast. At least 50.
Yeah, it was at least 50.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't that much more than that. Yeah. I've never been in this area right here. Can't make a U-turn right here, but I didn't know this area was here. I'm glad you told me about this.
Yeah, see. I usually come in here like after 5, after 6. It's actually at night, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Hardly anybody's on this road.
Wow. I like this area actually. Oh, you know what? I can see this from the freeway, right?
Right, because you see the building.
Okay. I know where we at now. Yeah, this is a good area, and all these signs are not allowing me to make a U-turn.
You can make a U-turn here. Or you can go in there.
Yeah. Turn in here. Anyway, so you were saying about fixing the credit. One of the things that I've always found with people who are looking to buy houses and cars is that they have limited credit,
Right.
or not enough credit history.
Right.
So what would you suggest for somebody who doesn't have a long history of credit?
Well, if they don't have a long history of credit, only thing that we can do is boost their score from there.
Okay.
So, because 35% of your credit is your credit history.
Right.
So we're going to attack the other percentage to make sure that we get your score up. So we're going to have to add a credit line. A credit line is, if you're renting, let's use your rental history, apply that to your credit. And the other thing is, and this is not Experian boost, that's not what I'm talking about. Also, you can get a secure card, which is not a credit card. A secure card is another line of credit that boosts your score, and that will build your score up and make sure that you have the rate that you should be at.
Right.
And it builds every month positive, so you can do that.
So that's another way to kind of help boost or build the credit. Gotcha. All right. I know about secured cards because I used to have one actually myself.
But here's a tip: if you're a parent out there and you have good credit, if your kid is 12 years old, add them as a user on your credit card so they can start building good credit now. So that way when they're 18, they'll have an 800 credit score.
Message. There you go.
So that way you don't have to be like, oh no, they can't get an apartment car.
Change the engine. Change the whole car. Do that Hellcat swap on that Chrysler.
This is nice.
I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm. You got it?
Well, actually, I saw a truck just recently where they painted a Hellcat on the side of it, and they swapped out the front end and the back end of the truck with Dodge parts. I think the truck was like a Toyota truck, actually, as a matter of fact. But anyway, I'm just bull stuffing. You know, that was stuff I like to do on straight roads. You know, just open it up a little bit, have a little fun with the car. Like I said before, this is a fun car to drive. Yeah, it's cool. It's got the little luxury items in there. You know,
I think I'm gonna probably get one for my son when he turns 18, because that's when you'll be done paying for this, right?
when your son turns 18. Nah, I'll be done paying for this in like a year.
Finance, got the financial literacy going. Okay,
Yeah, those are goals.
got a plan.
Those are hopes.
If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail.
True that. This is what I always say. Like, my brand is committed to greatness. I am committed to being the greatest I can possibly be. That includes financially. You know what I mean?
Right.
For a long time, we didn't have nothing. We lived in apartments. We rented. I had, subpar cars, and it took me rolling over the big 3.5 to realize, like, hey, bro, you gotta really plant yourself and strive to do something different and be better. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta leave some sort of legacy for your children, some sort of guidelines for them to live by. You know, my daughter is 16 now, and she's lived with me throughout the bottoms of everything. You know what I mean? So now that we are not at the top, because we're nowhere near the top, obviously,
Right.
but we're climbing and we're working on getting there.
Right.
So now she can see that, and she can see what we're doing. I wish I would have had it all laid out for her already, but I didn't. But now she can see the steps that it's taken me to get to where we are now, and where we're still trying to go. You know what I mean? She's being a part of that. So it's all in the grind. You know, every day we get up and try to grind a little bit harder and do things a little bit smarter.
There we go.
So our seeds can reap the benefits of it and do better than we did. You know what I mean?
There we go. See? We always want to teach the next generation to be better, because I heard this several times from certain people that I speak to. What we're fighting for and what we're building is not for us.
Right.
It's for the next generation.
100%.
But not only for not that generation, but the generation after that.
Right.
Because we want to make sure that we are in a place where our grandkids will be reaping the benefits of that. Like my grandparents, they were real spiritual people because of what they put first. Now our family's spiritual.
Yeah.
I mean, some are kind of, crazy. But,
Right.
I'm like, I don't think that's whatever. But like, you have other families that they're doing stuff financially, and their grandkids are going to hear about the steps that their grandparents did to get them to where they're at.
Right.
So, like, right now, the conversation in our house has changed about finances and goals and what we're going to do, just because I have knowledge now and a plan.
Right.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, I bet y'all didn't think y'all was gonna get these lessons, these jewels on this ride along video,
Yeah.
but you did. You got a full education on what you need to do to possibly get a Hellcat, get a house, whatever. Just build for your future, man. This is all this channel is about. It's having fun, progression, elevating yourself to the next level.
yes.
I'm glad I was able to do this with you, and you dropped some jewels on me that I didn't know that helped me, you know what I mean, for not only for myself but for my child, my 16-year-old. I know right now, I'm gonna add her to my credit card so she can start building her credit right now at 16. You know what I mean? So
it's never too late.
yeah, I'm glad you dropped these jewels on me, man. I'm glad that you hopped in the car with me today. I hope I didn't scare you. I've tried to a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. But
at one point.
it's a little bit of traffic out here, so it's kind of hard to do so. But I'm just glad you was able to spend a little bit of time with me and drop these jewels. We're gonna sign off the video right now. You got anything you want to end with?
No, just stay positive, stay focused. There's a saying that if you want to focus on a goal, don't ever focus on anything by yourself. Make sure you surround yourself with the people that you want to, because if there's 5 people in the room and they're all broke, you're gonna be the 6th one.
True that.
If there's 5 millionaires in the room, you're gonna be the 6th one.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
1, 2. We don't know which way we're going.
Yeah, we going up. We going up.
That's right.
But you heard it from him, and you know I say the same thing. Like, keep grinding, find what you're passionate about, commit to it, and maximize it, manifest it up here.
Yes.
Make your actions follow through, and you will be successful. You will succeed at whatever it is you're doing. We here to help keep motivating and keeping the grind going. So I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Help us keep growing, help us keep building, and we'll see y'all in the next video. I'm Dre the Dad. This is my boy Jason, and we out.